Hello, young friends. I hope you all are doing well and staying safe at home in this lockdown. I know that you all must be missing your studies, school activities, your friends. That's why we teachers have decided to teach you while you are sitting at home comfortably. So today, I am going to start with English language. To understand any language, you must know the grammar of that language. You must know the tactics, how to frame correct sentence. In English, sometimes you speak wrong English or you write wrong English. So that's why I start from the basics. Today I am going to tell you something about tenses. To understand tenses, you must know about verb. Because verb is the integral part of any sentence. When you frame a sentence, you just pay attention to that verb should come in agreement with the subject. So, for your convenience, I divide verb into two parts. One is being verb and other is action verb. Action verb means, for example, you say go, sing, run, walk, etc. यानी कि जो काम करने वाले होते हैं, खाना, पीना, रोना, all these are action verbs. But we have another kind of verbs which can be used as helping verb, plus these verbs can be used in place of main verbs also. There are three helping verbs you can say, or being verbs. One is be, do and have. These verbs can be conjugated into all three forms. As we conjugate these verbs, for example, you say go, went, gone, ring, sing, sang, sung. So same way, we have be, was, been, do, did, done, have, had, had. You see that I have written is, am, are here under be. Actually, these words are also, you can say, a form of be. These words are derived from be. Same way was, and it can be were also. So as you know very well, was and were. This was is used for singular subjects, were is used for plural subjects. Okay? In third form it is been. So you can see here, for first form I have written the word present. This is actually present form of verb. Present form of verb means, यानी कि first form of verb is required to make present tense. Whenever you want to say something into present tense, you need first form of verb, which is present form of verb. This is second form of verb, which is called past. This actually past form of verb is required when you are saying something about past. When you want to tell something in past, so you will use second form of verb, that is past. Now, this is third form of verb, which is written past participle. But here I have written perfect also. In books you will find the name of it past participle. But I have written for your convenience perfect, because whenever you make a perfect tense, either it is present perfect or past perfect, you will require third form of verb. That's why I call it perfect form of verb also. Okay? So this is first form, which is present, which is required for present, second form for past, and third form is required for making perfect tense. Same way as be is having singular and plural forms, same way do, and it has does also. You can understand where it is s singular or do for plural. Second form of do is did and third form is done. Have and has. Again, have is for plural and has is used for singular. Its second and third form are had. So these all three words are magic verbs. We can say them magic words because they will help you to frame sentences into present tense, past tense or future tense, and even they will help to change from active to passive and so on. So now coming to the tenses. First of all, I take present simple tense. Present simple tense can be called present indefinite tense also. If I ask you what is present simple tense, you just quote an example, you will be a little bit confused. Just to make it easier for you to understand, I can say, when you say that मैं रोज स्कूल जाता हूं, मेरा भाई रोज शाम को फुटबॉल खेलता है, लड़के रोज मैदान में खेलते हैं, तो आपने देखा होगा हर सेंटेंस के बाद ता है, ते है जैसे शब्द आ रहे हैं हिंदी में जब आप इस तरह के सेंटेंस बोलते हो तो इट मीन्स दिस इज प्रेजेंट सिंपल टेंस. और फॉर इंग्लिश you can understand when we talk about some routine actions, when we talk about habits or universal truths, these kind of sentences are written in present simple tense form. Okay, so now how to use the verb in present simple tense? Verb always comes in agreement with the subject. See the subject. If your subject is first person, if your subject is second person, and if your subject is third person plural, only plural form of third person, so in all three cases you will use only first form of verb. In all cases you will use only first form of verb. And if you want to make a sentence in negative, so you will use do with not, do not. And if you make a sentence in interrogative, then also you will require do as helping verb. On the other hand, if your subject is third person singular, so with first form of verb you will add s or es. With first form of verb you will add s or es. And for making interrogative or negative sentence you will use does with the first form of verb. You can see the examples here. Ram goes to school on foot. When Ram is third person singular, it is goes. Second sentence, they go to school by bus. Here subject is they and they is third person plural. So you will not add s or es, only go. I go to school by car. I is the first person. It is singular, but since it is first person, only go. No need of adding s or es. You go to school on foot. Second person, you is second person. We go to school for study. We is first person plural. So these all will take only first form of verb without s or es. Now just think, if this sentence you want to change into negative, so it will become Ram does not go to school. Okay, this is singular, third person singular, so it will take does. And when you add does, so this es will not be used again because already es is included in do. That's why it becomes does. Same way, they go to school by bus. If you want to change into negative, so you will say they do not go to school by bus. Is that clear? So whenever it is third person plural, first person, second person, so you will use do, otherwise does. If you want to make them interrogative sentence, so it will become does Ram go to school? Very simple. Does or do is helping verb. So helping verb is placed before the subject. That's clear? Now look at this block. Here I have written some adverbs: daily, generally, everyday, often, या often भी कह सकते हैं इसको, seldom, always, never, usually. If any of these adverb is given and you are told to write the correct form of verb in that sentence, so most of the time you will use present simple tense. For example, usually my father reads the Times of India, but today he is reading Amar Ujala. Got the idea? Usually matlab, yeah, generally, usually. Generally, I go to school on foot, but today I am going by car. So this is the way you can understand present simple tense. I hope you all have understood. So now I come to present continuous tense. Present continuous tense can be called present progressive tense also. I have written रहा है, रहे हैं, etc. Because in Hindi we can say मैं खेल रहा हूं, मेरी सिस्टर कपड़े धो रही है, मेरी मम्मी खाना बना रही हैं, रही हैं, रहे हैं. This kind of words are used at the end in Hindi sentences. Okay? So this kind of sentences are present continuous tense. Present continuous tense is usually denotes that action which is in progress at the moment. यानी कि इस वक्त बोलने के समय पे जो काम हो रहा है, that is called present continuous or present progressive tense. For example, what are you doing now? We are learning English grammar now. So the learning English grammar, the action of learning is in progress. So this is present continuous tense. Understood? It is very simple. Use of verbs is, am, are as helping verb. So is, am, are shows present tense. Is, am, are I told you present tense. And continuation के लिए, just for continuation, whenever you want to show any work in continuation, you should use ing with first form of verb. So that's why we are learning, are or learning, ing. This is present continuous tense. Now coming to present perfect tense. Present perfect tense, that shows the completion of something, the perfection of something, the finish. Some action has been finished. I have written some words, चुका है, चुके हैं, etc. For example, you say, हम present simple tense पढ़ चुके हैं, हमने present continuous tense सीख लिया है. तो आप ये काम कर चुके हैं ना recently, just now. Okay? So this kind of sentences are called present perfect tense. So, to indicate that an action has been completed or finished in the immediate past or near the present time, that is called present perfect tense. For example, राम ने सारा भोजन खा लिया है, इसलिए तुम्हें देने के लिए कुछ नहीं बचा. So, you will say Ram has eaten all the food. Therefore, nothing is left to give you. Is that clear? So now use of verb, you just see have or has. Okay, you know very well where to use have and where to use has. And for perfection, this have or has will show the present. Since it is present perfect tense, so we need a present form of verb. This is have or has. And we need for perfection always use third form of verb. That's why, so main verb will be used in third form. Is that clear? Ram has eaten all the food. So has present tense को show करता है and eaten refers to perfect, present perfect. Now one thing more, sometimes just, already, recently, lately, this kind of adverbs are given and you are asked to fill the correct form of verb. So most of the time you will add present perfect tense. You will write the verb in present perfect tense form. Is it clear? Okay. Now coming to present perfect continuous tense. In present perfect continuous tense, you can see present भी होना चाहिए, perfection भी, और continuation, work should be in progress also. For example, whenever you have a sentence in present perfect continuous tense, generally you will be having some time element. किसी particular time से कोई काम प्रेजेंट तक चल रहा होगा, से रहा है, से रहे हैं. जैसे हम 15 मिनट से इंग्लिश ग्रामर पढ़ रहे हैं. समझ में आई? इस तरह का सेंटेंस. यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड इट बाय दिस पास्ट टाइम, सम एक्शन स्टार्टेड हियर एंड इट इज स्टिल कंटिन्यूइंग इन प्रेजेंट. सो यू कैन imagine that this part of action is over, but still it is in continuation. So that's why it is called present perfect continuous tense. Okay, action began in the past, still continuing in the present. For example, हम पिछले आधे घंटे से इंग्लिश पढ़ रहे हैं. आप लोग क्या कर रहे हैं इस समय? इंग्लिश ग्रामर पढ़ रहे हैं. तो हम पिछले आधे घंटे से इंग्लिश पढ़ रहे हैं. तो पिछले आधा घंटा ये तो पास्ट टाइम को रेफर कर रहा है और अभी भी पढ़ रहे हैं, ये कंटिन्यूएशन को रेफर कर रहा है. ठीक है. अब इसको बनाने के लिए यूजेस ऑफ वर्ब. सो अगेन प्रेजेंट के लिए यू विल टेक हैव और हैज. फॉर परफेक्शन यू नीड थर्ड फॉर्म. तो थर्ड फॉर्म वी विल टेक बीन. ये मैजिक वर्ड्स जो मैंने बताए थे स्टार्टिंग वाले, तो यहीं से आपने ये बीन उठा लेना है. ओके. एंड नाउ फॉर कंटिन्यूएशन you will add ing with the main verb. Is that clear? So this sentence will become like this: we have been reading English for half an hour. We have been reading English for half an hour. Okay? टाइम को डिनोट करने के लिए प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट कॉन्टिन्यूस टेंस में फॉर और सिंस ये दो वर्ड्स यूज किए जाते हैं. मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम you make the right use of these words. Still, let me make it clear. I just simplify it. In books, you must be finding for is used for period of time, while since is used with point of time. But let me make it easy for you. For is used whenever you have any number, 1, 2, 3, half, कुछ भी, any number or any unit of time. फॉर एग्जाम्पल यू कैन हैव 10 साल, 1 घंटा, आधा घंटा, 2 दिन, 4 दिन, 2 महीने, लाइक दिस काइंड ऑफ. जब भी इस तरह का कोई टाइम एलिमेंट दिया होगा तो यू विल यूज फॉर, और बाकी 99% के साथ यू विल यूज सिंस. ओके. सो फॉर और सिंस इज यूज इन दिस वे. अब नाउ आई हैव मेड दिस पिक्चर क्लियर, बट अगेन आई वॉन्ट टू जस्ट you can say sum up the difference between present continuous and present perfect continuous tense. Because most of the time in examination you find sentences in which you have to fill the correct form of verb, and in these two tenses you make errors. Make it clear: when action in progress at present, that is present continuous tense. And when action began in past and still in continuation at present, that is present perfect continuous tense. Okay? I hope you all have understood. And if there are any queries, you can make your list of queries. So one day we will have a Zoom class again for doubts and all. Then we will make all the queries clear. Otherwise, you can send your queries to me on my personal WhatsApp number. Thank you, dear students. Keep revising. After that, next time we will start with past tense. Thank you. Stay safe. God bless you all.